Alright, well, what's cracking, Kuma Corporation? Welcome back to another gym vlog. Today, doing a little voiceover. I didn't really have the opportunity to get my mic out for this training session, but today we're going to be doing a voiceover of a pull day. Here is Tina's powerlifting journey. As you know, I mentioned that I was thinking about going to cover, and yep, we actually were working on adjusting the stance width of her deadlifts. Before, I think it was just a little bit too wide for the sumo, but now got it a little bit narrower. I feel like she's generating a lot more power. I feel like the range of motion is cut a little bit as well, just basically because before, when she was pulling sumo, yes, the range of motion was shorter, but because her upper body, her upper back was starting at a bit of a bad position, she had to actually almost like back extension the sumo deadlift up. So now that we've adjusted the the deadlift stance, she's gotten quite strong. This is going to be a PR attempt. I think this was 303 pounds, and yeah, that thing flew. So huge PR at a body weight about like 122. So definitely looking forward to seeing her progress in terms of competing next year in maybe the USAPL, maybe the IPF. We'll see. Probably USAPL first. I personally think she could compete in the IPF, just based on stats, based on numbers, and the trajectory of her strength increase, but we will see. Now we're working the first sort of accessory, I guess. This is actually my first workout of the day. I was actually feeling really sick this day. I have some stomach issues that I was working with, and so I didn't deadlift. That's why there's no clips of me deadlifting. But we are on the lat pull down, the Strive lat pull down. I've talked about this before. It does have an adjustable tension curve. So basically just working that like middle range first, getting a lot of reps in. And I believe this is my super ridiculous superset. So I basically started at tension in the middle. And then the next set I went tension at the top. The last set I went tension at the bottom. And so, yeah, just doing a lot of reps, very light work. And I figure that, you know, since my stomach kind of hurts, I might as well just go for a lot of volume, high volume, but really low weight. So not to be too strenuous there. And by the way, if I do stutter a lot, if I do say a lot of ums and stuff, it's because I'm not really used to doing commentary. I'm not really used to doing voiceover work. And it's a bit awkward for me, but I'm just going to do a recording, one and done. I'm not really going to worry about it. So hopefully I have some random things that come up into my mind that I need to talk about. But in any case, moving on to the next exercise, we do have some rows, some seated rows. And this machine feels amazing on the back. Like the handles for me is actually like the perfect position, I feel like. I really feel a lot of upper back engagement. The handles are a little bit too wide for Tina. You know, she's a small Asian girl, so I had her do some neutral grip instead, and that was like a really good position for her. This is my top set. You can actually see the machine scooting back. I was pulling so hard that the entire machine was just scooting backwards, and so I was like, oh, okay, I need to not pull as hard. Yeah, never really had that happen to me before, but it is what it is. The floor is a little slippery. So this is a high pull, the Eagle high pull. I do love Eagle equipment. I think it's an offshoot of Cybex, if I'm not mistaken, but the Eagle equipment feels great. Like one of those lat pull down machines that I talked about before in a previous video from my apartment gym is one of my favorite machines of all time. And that's also an Eagle machine. So I really do like what Eagle does. I like their sort of offshoot. But yeah, this is a high pull. Basically targets the lats pretty well, but also gives you that nice upper back engagement as well. So on this set for Tina, I did notice that her elbow path was a little bit awkward. So she was gripping a little too narrow. So I had her, I just adjusted her hand, adjusted her grip. And I was like, yeah, we need to make sure that, you know, your grip is good for the path. And it gave a little thumbs up there. But this machine feels great. I do think it's better to work this machine bilaterally, but I wanted to test it out to see how it feel unilaterally. But definitely for something like this, something for a machine like this, like a high pull exercise, I think it just makes more sense to go bilaterally because one, it gets harder, and then two, it just allows you to keep the chest open some more. So get the shoulder blades retracted, get increased activation and whatnot. So this is the last thing, basically last thing I did for the day. And I cut it really short because the clip was super long, but basically I did 20 reps of rear delt flies and then immediately 20 reps of W raises on this Arsenal Strength chest supported row. And it felt really, really good. Ended off with some biceps, and just look how juicy and delicious Tina's muscles look. Her shoulders are freaking enormous, and that may or may not be due to the fact that I have a massive shoulder bias in general. I do love training shoulders, and as she is exercising on basically my programming, the shoulders, it just makes sense. But she's doing a superset of curls into hammer curls, and I don't know, she's crazy. I would never do this because I just hate training biceps, as you guys know. But anyway, if you do like the video, please do like the video and click subscribe while you're at it so you will be notified of my future uploads. If you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comment section down below and I will do my best to answer those for you. It can be about like anatomy, physiology, or it can be about nutrition. People in my Twitch stream will be like, hey bub, what should I do for dieting? And I give them an answer. So anything like that. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.